Welcome you back here to the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, underway in Game 2 as a ball taken high and away from Cleary. Simpson will take you through the starting batting order for both teams as the first pitch recorded at exactly 3:30 this afternoon. Second pitch is a called strike, 1 ball and 1 strike. Colton Kaysen, the starting pitcher for Carson-Newman, the right-handed pitching freshman, has a 5-0 record on the year with a 3.07 ERA, a ball outside 1-1. An impressive 5-0 start for the freshman phenom Kaysen. He'll take on Cleary Simpson, the second baseman, to lead the ball game off with a 2-1 count. The 2-1 from Kaysen swung on and missed by Simpson for strike 2. Mikey Scott, the left fielder, bats second. Grant Thorman batting third, the center fielder. Noah Rabin, the right fielder, bats cleanup. Roshan Riley bats fifth, the third baseman. Wyatt Campbell, the first baseman, bats sixth. Chris McKenna, the designated hitter in this third game of the series, bats seventh. Corey Philly, the catcher, bats eighth, and Jevin Relaford bats ninth, the shortstop. A 2-2 count to Cleary Simpson here in the top of the first. Kaysen's pitch, check swing high and away, and it's ball 3. In the outfield for Carson-Newman, Ryan Bolton is in left field, Trey Miller in center, and Spencer Williams in right. In the infield, Aiden Gibson at third, Ryan Jenkins at short as the payoff pitch is fouled off the brick facade of the Carson-Newman baseball offices over top of the third base dugout. Right side of the infield sees Cole Nathan at second base and Logan Floyd at first. The battery is Kaysen on the mound with Castellana behind the plate. Payoff once more, swung on and missed. Kaysen gets the swinging strikeout of Cleary Simpson. 1 gone here in the first. Brings up Mikey Scott. This series is 2 for 11, batting a .182 against the Eagles. Scott, the left fielder, taking on Carson-Newman. Called a strike, and it's an 0-1. The rubber match of this 3-game series after Carson-Newman walked off Florida Southern back on Friday, yesterday. It's the 0-1 dribbler to short. Jenkins over to Floyd. Jenkins can't field it cleanly. And it's an E6. It looked like he had it all the way until it just trickled under his glove, and the first runner of the ball game will get aboard via the air. Thorman, the center fielder, has been by far the toughest out for the Eagles. 8 for 11, batting .727 in his time here in Mossy Creek. The 0-1 taken upstairs for ball 1. The only big change between games besides the pitchers is the jerseys that Florida Southern is wearing, going for a complete jersey change between games 1 and 2. So 1-1 is swung on and missed for strike 2. Carson-Newman still in the white pinstripes, navy blue pinstripes up the side with navy blue belts. Eagles written in script blue across the front, and it's a 1-1 count. And that will make it a 2-1 as it goes low and inside. An error committed by the Eagles. The Carson-Newman jerseys, blue Eagles in script with an orange outline on the front, blue numbers with an orange outline on the back. Runner goes, the throwdown from Castellana's in time. The tag is in time as well. Mikey Scott caught stealing. He's had 3 stolen bases against Carson-Newman this week, and he's caught stealing for the first time. 2 gone here in the top of the first. Grant Thorman, still the batter, facing a 2-2 count. Has only been retired 3 times by the Eagles, and make it 4 as he strikes out swinging. How about that? Colton Kaysen gets through the inning with 2 strikeouts and a great throwdown from Castellana to Jenkins for the caught stealing. No runs, no hits, 1 error, no runners left on base. Eagles come up to bat for the first inning of our 7-inning game here on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers. passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Back here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex. Defensively for Florida Southern, not too many changes. Wyatt Campbell is now at first base as compared to game one of this doubleheader. Simpson is at second, Relaford at short. Riley is over at third. In the outfield from left to right, it's Scott, Thorman, and Rabin. The battery for the Moccasins, Philly is behind the plate calling the pitches from his left-handed senior. Jordan Fox has yet to receive a winning or losing decision on the year. He is making his fourth start and fifth appearance. Carries a 4.38 ERA over 12 and a third innings pitched. Fox, the graduate student out of Georgetown, Kentucky. Last appeared against Barry, only pitched 3 innings as the Buccaneers tagged him for 4 runs over 6 hits in those 3 innings. Ryan Jenkins leads the inning off for the Eagles, dressed in the pinstripe, shows bunt, lays it foul. Carson-Newman mentioned in the white with blue pinstripes. A change for Florida Southern, still wearing the gray pants with a red stripe up the side. But instead of the red uniforms, it's a red belt with gray uniforms. Southern written across the front in red script with red numbers on the front and back. First pitch, second pitch swinging for Jenkins into left center, but Thorman is able to track it down for the first out of the inning. Brings up the right fielder, Spencer Williams. It'll be a lefty-on-lefty battle between Fox and Williams. Jordan Fox, in 4 appearances this year, has only gotten through 1 scoreless appearance, and it came against Georgia Southwestern on February 8th, where he pitched 2 scoreless innings. First pitch to Spencer Williams, called a strike, 0-1. He did not allow an earned run to Florida Tech on February 22nd, but 1 run was allowed unearned. Spencer Williams, the right fielder, waits on the 0-1. It's a called strike outside. Enters this contest betting .288 on the season. No balls, 2 strikes. Lifts the leg and firing as Fox low and away for ball 1. A lot going on across Jefferson City today, including softball, which takes a come-from-behind victory over Lincoln Memorial, 11-6. Game 2 of that doubleheader coming up. It's the 1-2 fouled back into the third base dugout. It looks like it hit off the brick wall and didn't actually go inside the dugout. Brings up Spencer Williams, the right fielder, carrying a 1-2 count. He pops it up, foul territory. Riley chases after it, but will run out of real estate. Keeps the count at 1-2. It's a classic pitcher-hitter battle between Williams and Fox after Fox only dealt 2 pitches to Jenkins, inducing a flyout. Now the 1-2 swung on and missed, and Spencer Williams will go down on strikes. 2 gone here in the first as it brings up the first baseman from Adairsville, Georgia, Logan Floyd. The first pitch to Floyd taken high from Jordan Fox for ball 1. Logan Floyd this season batting at .329. In game 1 of the doubleheader, he went 1 for 4. The 1-0 is swung on and missed, evens up the count at 1-1. The 1-1 to Floyd, batting from the right-handed side against the opposite-handed pitcher, is called a strike. Eagles have struggled a bit this season against left-handed pitchers. In their most recent 2 appearances against lefties, have struggled to get the bats going. Now the 1-2 chopper over to third, picked up by Riley. The throw on to first is in time. 3 up, 3 down. Go the Eagles here in the first. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base. Through 1 inning of play between the Moccasins and the Eagles, we're scoreless here on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Second inning about to get underway. Just one base runner between the two sides. It was a Mikey Scott reach on air. It's now the 4-5-6. Rabin, Riley, and Campbell due up in a top 25 clash here in Mossy Creek. Number 25, Carson-Newman, trying to win the series against number 6, Florida Southern, and hand the Moccasins their first series loss of the 2025 campaign. Colton Kaysen is the man on the hill for Carson-Newman, looking to weave together a series of pitches that will stymie the Mocs and allow the offense to get at least something going against starting pitcher for Florida Southern, Jordan Fox. First pitch to Noah Rabin is taken low for ball 1. Carson-Newman, a base hit back up the middle to lead off the inning for Noah Rabin. Neither team has lost a series this year, with Carson-Newman winning series against King, Charleston, Emory and Henry, Newberry, and Lincoln Memorial heading into this rubber match, whereas Florida Southern has had a solid year thus far. Only 3 losses for the Moccasins this year. Won a series against number 14, West Florida. Georgia Southwestern broke out the brooms there. Swept USC Beaufort, 2 out of 3 against Florida Tech, and a sweep of Berry in the most recent series. Pitch taken low. And inside, fouled off. Puts the count at 0-2. So a 0-2 count on Roshan Riley, the third baseman, is 2 for 6 this series against the Eagles. Pickoff back to first, but back in safely is Rabin. An 0-2 count for Riley against Kaysen. The delivery is taken inside for a called third strike. Alternating batters, every odd-numbered batter has struck out against Colton Kaysen today. Simpson, Thorman, and now Riley. It brings up the first baseman Wyatt Campbell, who we saw as a defensive replacement back in Game 1 after he came in as a pinch runner. He went 1 for 1 with a home run and a hit by pitch. Pickoff back to first, but Rabin is back in safely. Updates from around the South Atlantic Conference coming up next inning. Another pickoff from Kaysen over to Rabin, but he's back in sliding and safe. 3 different jerseys brought out by Florida Southern in this 3-game set. The powder blues yesterday, the reds in Game 1 of the doubleheader, now the grays here in Game 3 of the series. Pickoff back to first, much closer play, but Rabin able to get back in. Florida Southern has been on a meteoric rise through the rankings as a pitch will miss high. Castellana pops up, threatening Rabin back to the bag. West Florida began the season ranked number 24 in the D2 baseball poll, number 12 in the Baseball Writers Association poll, or the media poll. Another pickoff, but Rabin is back in successfully. Only one pitch thus far to Campbell. It was a ball. After a series win on the first game of the season from West Florida, there's a ground ball heading over towards short, picked up by Jenkins. The throw onto second for the much riskier play, but it pays off as Campbell grounds into a fielder's choice. Rabin is out between the base paths. And it brings up the designated hitter, Chris McKenna. Well, Florida Southern debuted as number 11 in the coaches poll after that series win over the Argonauts of West Florida. Ball downstairs makes it 1-0. Number 4 from the Baseball Writers and number 21 in the D2 baseball poll. The next week it got even better for the Moccasins. 1-0, line drive, Cole Nathan gloves it. That ends the inning. A line out to Cole Nathan ends the frame. No runs on one hit, no errors, and a single runner left on base for the Moccasins in the top of the second. Still scoreless through an inning and a half on the Eagles Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical contracting source.
Bottom of the second inning, Tanner Kilgore, Nicholas Castellana, and Aiden Gibson do up this frame for the Eagles against the left-handed pitching senior Jordan Fox. It's a veteran pitcher in Fox on the hill for the Moccasins compared to the freshman Colton Kaysen on the hill for Carson-Newman. Here comes the first offering on the way to Tanner Kilgore, and it's taken low for ball one. Mentioned Jordan Fox in just his 4th starting appearance of the season, 5th overall. As he takes a pitch outside, does Kilgore for ball two. So quickly ahead in the count is the leadoff batter of the second inning and the Eagles' cleanup bat. The 2-0 is hit well towards left field. Scott has a read. He'll reach up and make the easy play. A hard hit ball, but a nice grab by Scott out and left for the first out of the inning. Brings up Castellana, the catcher. In game one of this doubleheader, he went 0 for 3. Striking out once, was replaced defensively by Frankie Delgado. Takes a first pitch called strike. The 0-1 is a miss inside. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out, bottom of the second. Jordan Fox has not allowed a base runner thus far. Through 4 batters, the 1-1 well outside. 2 balls and a strike to Castellana. Two-one offering, fouled off into the first base dugout where Florida Southern has set up camp. The Moccasins of Florida Southern making their lone trip outside of the Sunshine State this season. Playing most of their games at home, and every single team in their conference for the aptly named Sunshine State Conference is also within the state of Florida. Foul ball will keep the at-bat alive for Castellana, still 2-2. Trying to get the first base runner aboard for the Eagles. The delivery popped up shallow right field. The second baseman, Simpson, camps underneath it and will reach up to make the catch. 5 in a row have been retired by the starter, Fox. So it brings up Gibson, the third baseman. Mentioned in game 1 and really game 2 of this series, Aiden Gibson had an incredible day, going 2 for 3 at the plate. We'll see if that hot streak today can continue as he takes a first pitch ball upstairs. Fouls it off, and it's strike one. Counts even, 1 ball and 1 strike. The 1-1 offering on the way. It's taken inside. Carson-Newman and Florida Southern. No score yet in the rubber match of this series for one team. Will take their first conference or first series loss, I should say, of the season. Either Carson-Newman will lose its first series or Florida Southern. 2-1, ball comes inside, and it's a 3-1 count. Scoreless with nothing doing for either offense thus far. A ground ball over to third. Should be an easy throw crossing the diamond from Riley, and it's true. 6 up, 6 down for Jordan Fox and Florida Southern's defense. No runs, no hits, no errors, nobody left on base. Through 2 complete, we're scoreless here in Mossy Creek on the Eagle Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The number one source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Only one hit to speak of for both teams. It belongs to Florida Southern's Noah Rabin. Other than that, absolutely nothing to show for either offense. Scoreless through 2 innings of play as we enter the top of the third. It'll be Corey Philly, Jevin Relaford, and Cleary Simpson, the 8-9-1 portion of the batting order for Florida Southern in this inning. The number 6 team in the land has a 16-3 record, taking a win and a loss from Carson-Newman earlier this weekend. First pitch is a ball downstairs for ball 1. For those tuning in from Lakeland or are unfamiliar with the South Atlantic Conference's double headers, it is a 9-inning game first, followed by a 7-inning game. So this is a scheduled 7-inning contest. A swing and a miss for strike 1 for Philly. Scores from around the South Atlantic Conference. A lot of interesting results today. The 1-1 missing low. 2 balls and a strike. Wingate shuts out Mars Hill on the road, 13-0, the final score in 7 innings there. Of course, Florida Southern winning game 1 of the doubleheader, 16-5 and 8, as now Philly swings through the 2-1, and it's a 2-2. Catawba takes down Coker in shutout fashion, 9-0 earlier today, whereas Lincoln Memorial run-ruled Emory and Henry 15-3 in 8 innings. A swing and a miss. That's strike 3, and it's strikeout number 4 for Colton Kaysen today. Brings up Jevin Relaford. Limestone and Tusculum did battle earlier in Greenville. That was an 11-3 upset win for the Pioneers of Tusculum. A foul ball back, and it's now an 0-1 count. Lenore Ryan run rules Newberry 18-8 in 7 innings in Hickory. Here comes the 0-1 to Relaford. It's a chopping ball over to Cole Nathan. Fields it on a hop perfectly. The throw into first is a little low, but Floyd is able to collect for the second out of the inning. 2 down, and we're back to the top of the batting order for the second baseman, Cleary Simpson. At the end of the 7th inning of the second game of the doubleheader, Wingate a narrow 1-0 win over Mars Hill. Newberry and Lenore Ryan at the top of the first in game 2 of that doubleheader. First pitch called a strike at the knees. And that's your look around the South Atlantic Conference baseball scoreboard. The 0-1 checked his swing, and it's missing low. 1 ball and 1 strike. Now the 1-1 offering too far away. Plenty going on across the Sunshine State Conference as well. Here on March the 8th. The 2-1 called a strike down low. Florida Tech in a barn burner with Palm Beach Atlantic, 9-2, bottom of the second there. In West Palm Beach. The 2-2 ground ball over to Nathan, and it's back-to-back 4-3s to end the inning. 3 up, 3 down go the Moccasins here in the third. No runs, no hits, no errors, no runners left on base, and it's only the second inning today in 2 games combined where the Mocs go hitless. We go to the bottom of the third next on the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Bottom of the third inning. It's the bottom of the order due up for Carson-Newman. Perfect through 6 batters is Jordan Fox. Nathan, Bolton, and Miller are due up here in the third. Jordan Fox, a tall lefty, fouled off from Nathan for strike 1. No balls and a strike. No shift on the infield or the outfield as Nathan swings over the 0-1 for strike 2. Number 25, Carson-Newman, still looking for its first base runner of the game. Here's a 0-2. This one's hit well towards deep center field. It's towards the warning track. Jumping up and able to make the play is Grant Thorman, right where the wall takes the jut upwards, another 8 feet to left field. The wind was blowing out, not as hard as it was in game 1. And it goes for out number 1 instead of potentially pushing it out of the yard. A ground ball that will get through the right side of the infield. Ryan Bolton with the first hit of the ball game for Carson-Newman. Bolton's single sets up Trey Miller, the team's leader in batting average. Miller, batting .450, has started in all 21 games for the Eagles. A look over towards first base. Fox fires. It's a bunt laid down by Miller. The only play is at first base where Fox will fire onto Campbell on the sacrifice 1-3. Final score alert from Carson-Newman softball. Winners over Lincoln Memorial in game 1, 11-6. Ryan Bolton is now in scoring position for Ryan Jenkins. Jenkins 0 for 1. He flew out to center field to lead off the bottom of the first. First pitch breaking ball finds a zone for strike 1. An 0-1 count, Eagles, the first team with a runner in scoring position here in the rubber match. Right back up the middle, that's a base hit into center field. Thorman won't field it cleanly, so there will be no throw to the plate. The Eagles have claimed the lead off an RBI single from Ryan Jenkins. It is a 1-0 Carson-Newman lead here in the third. And it brings up Spencer Williams, went 0 for 2 with 2 walks in game 1 of the doubleheader, in which Florida Southern won in 8 innings, 16-5. First pitch to Williams, bouncing ball back up the middle, tough play. Second baseman Simpson gloves at the throw into first. It would have been an all-star top 10 worthy play if Simpson made it. Instead, he throws from his behind, and it's a little too late to the bag. Back-to-back base hits for Carson-Newman pushes Jenkins up to second. Regardless, an excellent stop from Simpson to stop it from rolling into the outfield and potentially letting Jenkins get up to third. First pitch comes inside and low for ball 1. Comfortable temperatures for baseball, maybe a little bit cold for the visitors from Lakeland, Florida, but 53 degrees and sunny. A chopping ball over towards third, but it's foul. Logan Floyd, the batter, he grounded out to third to end the first inning the last time up. Eagles came into this inning without a base runner. 2 perfect innings from Jordan Fox, and that's been ripped open with a single from Bolton and then back-to-back base hits from Jenkins and Williams. The 1-1. Floyd pokes it foul down the right field line. Rabin will give it chase into foul territory. He gets tripped up by the hill. For those of you watching from Lakeland or unfamiliar with the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex, there is a large grass berm up the right field line in foul territory. Rabin tried to climb it and just got a little bit fooled on the incline, and it dropped behind him. So it's a ball and 2 strikes as Floyd keeps the at-bat alive and keeps the inning alive at that. 2 outs in the inning, runners at first and second, 1-0. Carson-Newman, bottom 3. The 1-2, poked over towards second. Simpson gloves it on an excellent defensive stop and throws on to first in time for the out. A 4-3 putout ends the frame. 1 run will score on 3 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. Through 3 innings, it's Carson-Newman 1, Florida Southern 0 on the Eagles Sports Network.
Don't know what to wear on game day? Head over to shopseeandeagles.com for all of your Carson-Newman athletics gear. You can find clothing from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour to cover you from head to toe. ShopSeeingEagles.com also has duffel bags, backpacks, jewelry, pet supplies, and gifts. Don't waste any more time. Prove you are the ultimate Carson-Newman fan with the official gear of the Eagles at ShopSeeingEagles.com. Visit today.
Dorm food got you down? Need a home-cooked meal? Then Lisa's Country Kitchen is for you. Lisa's Country Kitchen has been feeding Carson-Newman students for 15 years. Lisa's has a family-friendly atmosphere all day long, from the morning with her $2.99 breakfast specials to dinner with Lisa's fresh, never-frozen steaks. Carson-Newman students get a 10% discount with their student ID.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Fourth inning about to get underway. Colton Kaysen has been excellent, only allowing a single base hit, but it was to the batter who starts the inning in the hole, Noah Rabin. So we'll see if Rabin can go 2 for 2 against the Eagles' freshman phenom. Colton Kaysen this season heading into this game has pitched in 29 and a third innings, has an opponent batting average against of a $1.96 and a 3.07 ERA, allowing 10 earned runs. Has only, in fact, allowed 10 runs. All 10 of them have been earned. So Mikey Scott leads the inning off. He reached on an E6 his last time up. Redemption chance for Jenkins. This time he gloves it, and this time the throw is true. So Scott goes right back to where he got aboard last time, right into the glove of Jenkins, hoping for maybe another error again. But Jenkins makes up for the mistake back in the first and gets Scott this time. One gone will bring up Grant Thorman. I mean, he has been the story of Florida Southern. Has been on an absolute tear heading into this game. Shows bunt, pulls back, and the pitch misses for ball one. Thorman now 8 for 12 in this series after striking out back in the first. The 1-0 called a strike to the left-handed hitting moccasin, Grant Thorman. One ball, one strike, the delivery. This one's slapped towards left field, but Bolton will let it drop in front of him, and now he lets it roll to the wall. It's extra bases for Thorman, who stops at second. So even though Thorman ends up at second base, he will single. It's Bolton's error, letting it get by him. That allows the runner to advance into scoring position. And it brings up Noah Rabin. If he can single such as he did back in the second, it could tie the game with a runner now at second base. First pitch from Kaysen, a called strike. It looked like on that last play, Bolton had a read and had an opportunity to make the play. It fell right in front of him, and then it just got right by. The 0-1. This one's lifted into left center field. Into the gap. Bolton is able to reach up and make the play in left center field. And just scampering over into that left center gap was Bolton, who makes up for the play on the previous batter. And it brings up Roshan Riley. He's 0 for 1. Was the third strikeout victim of Colton Kaysen of 4 thus far. Nobody has struck out twice yet against Kaysen. One to nothing, Carson-Newman leads here in the top of the fourth. First pitch delivery, high pop-up, shallow right field. Cole Nathan calls everybody off, and it lands in the second baseman's glove. That'll do it here in the fourth. No runs, on one hit, one error, and one runner left on base for the Moccasins in the fourth. The Eagles can add some insurance when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City has deals for Carson-Newman students. Bring in your valid student ID when you order for pickup or delivery, and Domino's in Jefferson City will give you a steaming hot large one-topping pizza for $4.99. That's a large one-topping pizza for Carson-Newman students for $4.99 at Domino's in Jeff City. Call 865-471-6700 to order. That's 865-471-6700. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Okay, let's see. I'm ready to do this. Carson-Newman. It's been around since 1851. Lots of flexible online programs. Wow. World-class accredited academics. A faith and learning environment with professors who really care about me. A top 10 best value school. Carson-Newman gives $48 million a year in financial aid. This is the perfect place. I'm in.
Kilgore leads the inning off for Carson-Newman in the bottom of the fourth. Carson-Newman holding a 1-0 lead if they can earn the win here in Game 3, the rubber match of this series, it would be a series win against number 6 Florida Southern. First pitch is in there for a called strike. The 0-1 coming on the way outside for ball one. 1 ball and 1 strike. Eagles historically against top 10 teams. I mean, obviously it's tough to beat top 10 teams no matter who it is. The 1-1 is chopped foul, even if you're a fellow top 10 team. Again, that's a really difficult accomplishment. Carson-Newman a few years ago took down number 1 Tampa, also of the Sunshine State Conference. That was on February 15th of 2020. The 1-2 hit over towards third. It gets past the diving glove of both Riley and Relaford. Tanner Kilgore with a leadoff single. It's Kilgore's second hit of the day, dating back to Game 1 of the doubleheader. First hit of this second game of that doubleheader. And it brings up the catcher, Castellana. He popped out to second base his last time up. A long fly ball, deep right center field. Nicholas Castellana. Say goodbye, and it's 3-0 Carson-Newman. Castellana hit it right into the jet stream, and it finds its way out of here. It's a 3-0 Eagle lead. A 362-foot home run from Nicholas Castellana, and it will incite a mound visit from Rick Odette. Carson-Newman looking for its first series win against a top 6 opponent in its program's history. Castellana's homer drives in Kilgore. It's a 2-run shot. Kilgore comes all the way in from first base. That'll certainly incite a lot of confidence, not only in the rest of the dugout for Carson-Newman, but also in freshman pitcher Colton Kaysen, who is now pitching with the lead. Well, he was pitching with the lead before, but a bigger lead now. Ground ball muffed by Riley, the third baseman, and Gibson is able to reach. Gibson reaches on the E5. It's the first error of the day for Florida Southern. First error of this second game. Did commit 2 errors in Game 1. Brings up Cole Nathan, the second baseman. First pitch, swing and a miss for strike 1. And a slight ruling change as Aiden Gibson's reach on air has been changed to a single. It takes the air off the board for the Moccasins. A ball goes upstairs, and certainly Gibson will love to see that scoring change be reflected on the scoreboard, as his batting average will go up as a result. A pickoff back to first, but back in safely is Gibson. Carson-Newman's best result against a top 10 team came against number 7 Catawba in 2021. That was a 4-game set in which the Indians and the Eagles split. 1-1, called a strike outside. Now here comes the 1-2, taken high and tight, 2 balls and 2 strikes. The 2-2 back to first. Carson-Newman's best series win over a ranked foe came back in 2018, taking 2 of 3 against then number 14 ranked Northwood. Have never taken down a top 13 team or greater in a 3-game set. 2-2 taken inside for ball 3. And of course, it's reliant on the pitching being there for Carson-Newman, as well as the defense, keeping the Florida Southern bats at bay. But right now, it would be number 6, Nathan, back up the middle. He's got a base hit, still nobody out in the inning. 4 base runners in a row, all on base hits. Singles from Kilgore, Gibson, and Nathan. A home run from Castellana. The Eagles are in business here in inning 4. Ryan Bolton singled his last time up last inning. Looks to keep the train moving. Florida Southern making its first trip ever here to Jefferson City. Eagles and the Moccasins have met before, but either in Lakeland or at a neutral site. Ball comes low and inside for ball 1. The northernmost these two teams have played was in an NCAA regional game at Newberry. 2-0, lays down the bunt. Bolton will watch it tail foul. He'll finish the sprint up to first base, but have to walk back and put the bat back in his hands. Carson-Newman also got a series victory 2 seasons ago in 2023 against Lenore-Rhine. Depending on what poll you ask, Lenore-Rhine was either number 15 or number 10. The 1-1 shows bunt, lays it down yet again, and that's strike 2. Bolton will likely have to swing away. Of course, this being the rubber match, so impossible here, but the Eagles have only ever swept 2 ranked opponents, that being Tusculum in 2013 and Northern Kentucky in 2009. Of course, Northern Kentucky has since made the move to Division I. The 1-2 comes inside. It'll hit Bolton. He'll take that. Didn't look like it hurt too much. Of course, when you get hit by a pitch, it's always going to hurt, but didn't seem like he was affected too much by that one. And he'll sprint on down to first. Bases are loaded for the most dangerous batter in the Carson-Newman order, and Rick Odette has seen enough. He points to the bullpen immediately, marching out of the first base dugout. New pitcher coming in for the Moccasins will inherit the bases loaded. The Eagles lead 3-0 when we come back on the Eagles Sports Network.
There's something about a small community that unites us, whether it's cheering on our favorite team or the way we come together in a crisis. Small communities are made up of people with big hearts. We're dedicated to hard work and innovation through sunny days and stormy nights. AEC is always here, powering the people and the places that make our community a spectacular place to call home. AEC, power what matters most.
Insurance, it's about people, not things. It's about security. It's about confidence. It's about relationships. It's about trust. It's about you. As a local independent agent, Bible Insurance Agency can design an insurance program that's just right for you and your family. Give the people you love safe, sound, secure protection from Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown.
New pitcher on the hill for Florida Southern. It brings in number 14, Evan Mobley. Right-handed pitcher out of Tampa, Florida. Pitched in 17 games last year. So Mobley struck out 22 batters with a 4.45 ERA last season. He has only appeared in 2 games thus far. It came last weekend against Florida Tech, make it 2 weekends ago against Florida Tech, and then the midweek 4 days ago against Roosevelt, where he pitched an inning of work, did not allow a hit, faced 3 batters, and got through all 3 painlessly. He enters this appearance with a 4.50 ERA, but he inherits the bases loaded and the Eagles' most dangerous bat, Trey Miller. A 4.50 batter on the season, still without an official at-bat, with a sac bunt his last time up. Worth noting, nobody out in the inning either, as he takes the first pitch high for ball 1. Jordan Fox gets through 3 innings of work and allows 7 hits to the Eagles. His run line is not over just yet. Did not walk a batter while striking out 1. Miller fouls off a pitch. The count's even, 1 ball and 1 strike. One ball, 1 strike, ball low and away. Now, for those listening in on our audio-only feed and unable to watch on Flow Baseball, the forward for the Cleveland Cavaliers is not in for Florida Southern. Different Evan Mobley. A pop-up foul territory. It's lost. Somehow, Relaford, falling onto his back, is able to reach up and make the catch. Trey Miller retired on a janky play that Florida Southern ends up on the right side of. So a pop-out to the shortstop. Back to the top of the order for Ryan Jenkins, who's 1 for 2 in this game. Time is called as Miller saying something to Spencer Williams on his way back to the dugout, perhaps something to look for this new arm in Mobley. A strike to Ryan Jenkins to begin the at-bat. Mobley in his Florida Southern career, a 6.04 ERA. A ball missing downstairs, counts even. That is ballooned by a 8.44 ERA in the 2023 season, where he had 13 appearances as a freshman. The 1-1 taken inside, and it's ball 2. 1 out in the inning, bases are loaded. Mobley inherited a bases-loaded jam with nobody out. Got Miller to pop up that kept every runner aboard. The 2-1 called a strike. Jenkins didn't like the call. He turns his back to the home plate umpire before expressing his displeasure. Umpires in today's contest: Michael Walters, the field umpire; Andrew Gerard, the man calling the balls and strikes. 2-2, pitch taken high, and it's a full count to Ryan Jenkins, the shortstop. Bases juiced. The payoff pitch from Mobley is fouled back. We'll do it again. Ducks on the pond for Carson-Newman. Bolton at first, Nathan at second, Gibson over at third. Mobley sets, fires the payoff. This one's hit into shallow left field. Scott races in, will dive and make the catch, and everyone needs to retreat. potential double play ball as Nathan has to scamper back to second base, assuming that it would be dropped. And there are two gone. Mobley has induced two fly balls to about the exact same part of the field that has kept every runner at bay. The sacrifice fly opportunity is now gone, and Spencer Williams will need to get aboard himself in order to score a run. First pitch is a called strike outside. Aiden Gibson, the 6-hole batter, stands at third, watching the second batter in the order, Spencer Williams, at the dish. The 0-1 fouled off, and just like that, Evan Mobley comes in, induces two fly ball outs that keep every runner at their respective base, and a chance to get out of the inning with just one more strike. 3-0, Carson-Newman, bottom 4. The 0-2 well outside, a 1-2 count. Jordan Fox did not last too long in this game. 3 innings pitched, allowed 7 hits. So far, 3 runs with a chance for more with the bases loaded, inherited by Mobley. The 1-2. Called strike 3, Williams in shock and disbelief at the plate. The Eagles get the bases loaded with nobody out and can't cash in. But the damage is done. A 2-run home run from Nick Castellana in the inning give the Eagles a 3-0 lead as we head to the 5th on the Eagles Sports Network.
Sure, we've been around a while, 171 years to be exact. We know the power of a liberal arts-based Christian education and the tremendous potential of what can be found on this campus, within this community. We are adventurers, dreamers, believers, passionate and compassionate, curious and clever, driven by a common purpose towards a common goal.
I found my passion.
I found purpose.
We are Carson-Newman.
What will you find?
Domino's Pizza in Jefferson City and Morristown wants to help feed your business. When you're hungry at lunch, show your business card at Domino's in Jefferson City and Morristown when you make your purchase for pickup or delivery to get 25% off the entire order. That's 25% off your order at Domino's in Jeff City and Morristown when you show your business card. Call 865-471-6700 to get a pizza. Domino's, the official pizza of the Carson-Newman Eagles.
Welcome you back here for the 5th inning. Florida Southern in an abbreviated 7-inning game scheduled. Now running out of outs. Just 9 outs for the Eagles to claim their first series victory over a top 10 opponent. However, it's a tall task ahead. Colton Kaysen needs to continue to be excellent against a really powerful and really good Florida Southern offense. Wyatt Campbell, Chris McKenna, and Corey Philly are due up for the Moccasins. First pitch will miss outside for ball 1. Kaysen has been excellent so far, has only allowed 2 base hits as a second pitch of the at-bat finds its way into the zone for a strike. One, big cut and miss. Just waved at it was Campbell, who reached on a fielder's choice his last at-bat. Wyatt Campbell did hit a home run in Game 1 of this doubleheader in a 16-5 win for the Moccasins. A swing and a miss, and it's strikeout number 5 for Colton Kaysen. Florida Southern traveled to Jefferson City, flew into Knoxville out of the Tampa airport, and will fly back tonight. He'll swing and foul one off for strike 1. Florida Southern has the week off after this series and will next play next Friday at Eckerd College in St. Petersburg. The 0-1 Foul ball up the left field line. The next non-conference matchup for Florida Southern after today is against a conference team for the Moccasins, the Lions of St. Leo, who they'll face in a non-conference contest. The 0-2 checked a swing. Appeal down says yes, he did. Back-to-back strikeouts, numbers 5 and 6 for Colton Kaysen. 2 gone here in the top of the 5th. 6 strikeouts for Colton Kaysen. He has struck out 6 different Moccasin batters. Nobody has struck out twice. Corey Philly did strike out back in the 3rd inning. First pitch to him will miss low. Carson-Newman, meanwhile, they don't have the week off. They do get to stay at home for a Tuesday midweek contest against Lee. The 1-0 missing low for ball 2. The Flames took down Carson-Newman 10-0 in 7 innings in Cleveland earlier this season, back in mid-February. 2-0 from Kaysen. This one's a hard hit ball into left field. Bolton will make the stop on it. Thought about heading for second was Corey Philly, but he retreats back to first. A 2-out base hit for Corey Philly will bring up Jevin Relaford. He's 0 for 1 in this second game of the doubleheader with a ground out to second base. He had an incredible 3 for 4 game in game 1 of the doubleheader. Relaford in the series against the Eagles is batting 3 for 8, now 3 for 9. He shows bunt, lays it foul up the third baseline. Carson-Newman sitting at 15-5, an 8-3 mark against non-conference foes. Florida Southern sitting at 16-3, ranked 6th in the country, 11-2 against non-conference teams, with one of those 2 losses coming to Carson-Newman in walk-off fashion yesterday. The 0-1, high pop-up in the infield. This should be an inning ender. Cole Nathan will reach up and make the catch, and it is indeed an inning-ending pop out to second. Just 6 outs remaining for Florida Southern. No runs on a hit, no errors, and 1 runner left on base. Middle of the 5th, Carson-Newman leading 3-0. A chance to add more when we return on the Eagles Sports Network.
How do you know you're in a community, not just a town? Well, strangers smile as they walk by. They refill your coffee without you asking. And when you ask directions, people offer to walk you there. Communities give more. The way you know when you walk into First Bank that you are in a real community bank. Great products, direct access to your local bankers, and relationships that can last a lifetime. Don't just have an account. Have a community with First Bank. Member FDIC.
At InterDigital, we strive to be a leading provider of cutting-edge digital and marketing solutions. At InterDigital, we want to help our clients find success. Our team of technology gurus work together to ensure InterDigital continues to progress forward as technology advances. At InterDigital, we make technology work for you. Visit interdigital.com for IT support, web development, virtual tours, graphic design, internet marketing, mobile app, and film production services.
InterDigital, laser focused on your success.
Back here on the Eagles Sports Network, bottom of the 5th. Logan Floyd, the lone batter who did not come around to bat in the 4th. Tanner Kilgore and Nicholas Castellana are due up in the frame. In the previous inning for Carson-Newman in the 4th, were able to score 2 runs. A big hit from Nicholas Castellana, a 362-foot home run to right center field, leaving the yard. 1 of 4 base hits in the inning. But the problem was the Eagles left the bases loaded in that frame, and will try to add a little bit more here in the bottom of the 5th. It's Floyd, Kilgore, and Castellana who was the home run hitter an inning ago. First pitch fouled back, strike 1. The home run from Castellana, the 11th of the season for Carson-Newman. A powerful Moccasin offense that has not gotten the chance to heat up here in Game 2. Called strike, it's an 0-2 count. The 0-2. Missing outside, 1 ball and 2 strikes. Entering this series between the Moccasins and the Eagles, only a few matches prior, Florida Southern winning most of them. Carson-Newman's lone win, as there's a bouncing ground ball back up to second. Simpson, turnaround throw to first, is a beautiful defensive play by Cleary Simpson, 1 gone. Brings up Tanner Kilgore, who's 1 for 2. But the lone win against the Florida Southern Moccasins entering this series came all the way back in 1999, an 11-inning win for Carson-Newman, 4-3. So the only 2 wins against Florida Southern in Carson-Newman's history have come in extra innings. The Moccasins also have 2 extra inning wins against Carson-Newman in the series as well. A swing and a miss for strike 1, and a series that included a tie in 2004. So 4 total extra inning games and a tie. A check swing, appeal down, no swing. Of a total of 9 games, so 5 of the 9 games between Florida Southern and Carson-Newman have either tied or gone to extras, and it just shows how even this series has been over the years. Foul ball hooks back for strike 2. Now, of course, entering this series, it was the first time that Carson-Newman and Florida Southern faced off in 2 decades, with February 13th of 2005 being the most recent meeting prior to yesterday. 1-2, missing low, 2 balls and 2 strikes. One gone in the inning. Kilgore pops it up foul territory towards the first base dugout. And this one will hit off of the top of the first base dugout. Philly, the catcher, opened the gate to get into the general spectator area, trying to make a play outside of the field of play, but it instead landed too far to the left and was unable to make the play. Two-two. Chopper into the third base dugout, where it's fielded by third base coach and head coach of the Eagles, Tom Griffin. Two balls, 2 strikes. A delivery right back up the middle. A little worm burner as it hits off the turf and scampers into the outfield. Kilgore has his second hit of the ballgame. He's 2 for 3. Nicholas Castellano, 1 for 2 today, hit a 362-foot 2-run home run last inning. He has Kilgore at first, so it's a familiar sight. First pitch is a called strike. Florida Southern looking to avoid losing its first series dating back to last season. They would need to get the offense going in either the 6th or the 7th as Castellano takes a pitch inside 1-1. Top 25 baseball in Jefferson City. A ball downstairs, 2-1. 25th ranked Carson-Newman taking on number 6 Florida Southern. The Moccasins dressed in gray, the Eagles in white with pinstripes. 2-1, called a strike outside. Castellano's count moves to 2-2. The 2-2 delivery, high pop-up in the infield. Simpson camps underneath it. Will reach up and drop the ball. But it should have been the infield fly rule in effect. But instead, it is Kilgore out on the play. So an error on the second baseman, Simpson. A swing and a miss, throw down on the stolen base attempt, and just like that, out of the inning. Castellana reaches on an E4 on a dropped fly ball by Simpson. Kilgore was out on that play. Now Castellana caught stealing to chop the inning short. We head to the 6th inning next on the Eagle Sports Network.
When you're sick and tired of fast food and need a fresh home-cooked meal, turn to Lisa's Country Kitchen. Lisa's been cooking up her fresh, never-frozen food for the Lakeway area for more than 15 years. Lisa's cares about her customers. You may enter a stranger, but you'll leave a friend. From foot-long hot dogs to juicy steaks, Lisa's has the best food for the best prices.
Lisa's Country Kitchen on Route 92 off Old Andrew Johnson Highway. The best food for the best prices.
Serving East Tennessee for 40 years, Magaha Electric is the perfect choice for all your electrical projects. Magaha Electric specializes in commercial, retail, manufacturing, residential, and industrial contracting needs. Magaha Electric can provide superior service, technical know-how, and realistic budgeting for any size project in a timely, cost-effective manner. Visit MagahaElectric.com for all your electrical contracting needs. Magaha Electric, your East Tennessee electrical
Florida
contracting
Southern
source.
brings up the top of the order, Cleary, Simpson, Mikey Scott, and Grant Thorman. Moccasins have 6 outs to get 3 runs. First pitch, ground ball through the left side. Cleary Simpson has his first hit of the game, and it's a leadoff single for the Moccasins. Solid start for FSC. Mikey Scott, the next batter. Shows bunt, pulls back, but called a strike regardless, so the count starts 0-1. So the 0-1, ground ball hit over towards second. Nathan bobbles it, only plays at first now, and he's able to make the play for the 4-3 ground out. Nathan nearly had a disastrous late game play again. Instead, he comes up with it, is able to make the play for the out. The Mocs have a runner in scoring position as it brings up Grant Thorman. And what else can we say about Thorman that hasn't already been said? He's been tearing the cover off the ball here in Tennessee. Moccasins don't get this far north that much. It is the first time since 2022, as a foul ball for strike one, that the Moccasins make a trip north of either Georgia or Alabama, and that was a trip against USC Aiken in early February of 22. And time is called as Tom Griffin will come out to have a talk with Kaysen. A lot of talented teams in the state of Florida, and of course the Sunshine State Conference where Florida Southern competes, and no real need to get out of state too much. So Grant Thorman, the batter, Tom Griffin talking with Kaysen, who is looking to advance to 6-0 to start his collegiate career. Griffin's mound visit broken up by home plate umpire Andrew Gerard, and we're ready to go with the remainder of the Thorman at bat. Here comes the 0-1. And it's right down the gut of the strike zone for strike 2. Kayson's pitch count has been held relatively low. He's at 60. A ground ball heading over towards second. Nathan will pick it up. The throw to first is true. Runner in Simpson does advance up to third, so a run is 90 feet away for Florida Southern. The furthest that Florida Southern has gotten a base runner here in the second game of the doubleheader. For Florida Southern, it is the first trip to a state of north of South Carolina, so essentially North Carolina, Tennessee, or greater, since 2018 in a road contest against number 19 Mount Olive. That was a win in game 1 against the Spartans and a tie in game 2 as the first pitch misses for a ball. The 1-0 swung on and missed for strike 1. 1 ball, 1 strike. Noah Rabin, the batter, he's 1 for 2 today. Singled back in the second and earned the Mocs' first hit of the game. The 1-1 called a strike inside. Now a 1-2 count. Kayson a strike away from getting through 6 innings scoreless. The Moccasins now down to their final 4 outs. The 1-2, ball outside, 2 balls and 2 strikes. Two, runner at third. Ball outside and the count's full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Cleary Simpson at third. Noah Rabin, the batter. Colton Kayson, the freshman for Carson-Newman, in his 6th inning of work on the mound. 3-2, ball 4 outside. And the inning continues for Roshan Riley. First walk surrendered by Kayson today. Time called as Castellana delivers signs to his pitcher. First pitch taken outside for ball 1. Runner at first, Noah Rabin. Runner at third, Cleary Simpson. 2 outs in the top of the 6th of a scheduled 7-inning contest. The 1-0 down low, 2 balls and no strikes. The control here in this inning has somewhat started to slip for Kayson, who has still looked strong. And on the 70th pitch of the appearance for Kayson, he finds the zone. For Florida Southern, it is the first time in 11 years taking on a school from the South Atlantic Conference, winning a series against Catawba in 2014. Two 2-1, ball downstairs, 3 balls and a strike, 2 away. The 3-1, ground ball over to third, gets past the diving glove of Gibson, and Florida Southern is on the board. Roshan Riley with an RBI single gets Rabin up to second. Simpson comes in to score, and the deficit has been cut into now 3-1. It brings up Wyatt Campbell 0 for 2 today. First pitch from Kayson, Ground ball, Nathan flips it onto second for the out. Campbell hits into an inning-ending fielder's choice. That ends the frame. 1 run does score for the Moccasins on 2 hits, no errors, and 2 runners left on base. We head into the bottom of the 6th inning next with Carson-Newman leading Florida Southern 3-1 on the Eagles Sports Network.
This is Carson-Newman men's basketball alum Taylor Hawkins. I want to help your family secure its financial future. I'm with Modern Woodman Financial Planning, where we touch lives and secure futures. Let Modern Woodman protect your family's financial security through life insurance, retirement planning, and financial services. You can contact me, Taylor Hawkins, at cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. That's cneagles.com/Modern Woodman. Help secure your family's financial future through Modern Woodman Financial Planning.
The #1 source for Carson-Newman athletics gear is shopseeandeagles.com, where you can find gear from Adidas, Columbia, Nike, and Under Armour. Shirts, jerseys, sweatshirts, shorts, pants, hats, and scarves. Shopseeandeagles.com is your source for everything CN. You can even show your school spirit on your smartphone or tablet. All of your game day essentials can be found in one place. ShopSeeAndEagles.com.
Aiden Gibson, Cole Nathan, Ryan Bolton. All 3 of those men have base hits, and the other thing they have in common is they're all coming up this inning for the Eagles against Evan Mobley. Mobley, the first reliever out of the pen for Florida Southern. He relieved Jordan Fox in the 4th inning. Fox, in 3 innings, allowed 7 hits and 3 runs. First pitch swinging to right field. Rabin is underneath it, and Gibson is retired. Brings up Cole Nathan, 1 for 2 today. Cole Nathan with fly out to center field, a single in the 4th. Bottom of the 6th inning in a 3-1 contest. First pitch called a strike. So an 0-1 count. Cole Nathan, the batter. He dribbles one back up the middle. Shortstop Relaford gloves it. The throw into first. It's a throwing error pulled off the bag. For Relaford, it's another error on him. He had a couple back in game 1. Relaford committed 1 in game 1. And it brings up Ryan Bolton. Bolton, pitch taken high for ball 1. 1 ball and 1 strike. Bolton is 1 for 1 today. He singled and was hit by a pitch. The 1-1. Chopper back up to second. Simpson to Relaford, over to Campbell. It's a 4-6-3 double play. And for Florida Southern, just the 3rd double play they've turned as a defense. It's an inning ender. To the 7th we go. Carson-Newman 3 outs away from their first top 10 series win in program history. Don't go anywhere here on Flow College and the Eagle Sports Network.
Tri-Light is proud to support Carson-Newman Athletics. We salute the student athletes who are working hard to make great things happen on the field, in the classroom, and in the world. It takes vision, commitment, and teamwork, qualities we share at Tri-Light. Our mission is to provide life-changing opportunities by building a world-class fiber broadband network. If you'd like to learn more, please visit trilight.net or call us at 833-847-0824.
We select our insurance companies the same way you do, very carefully. When you work with us, you can count on receiving fast, courteous, and professional service and Quality protection through Auto Owners Insurance. For a no-problem approach for your life, home, car, and business insurance needs, ask us about the No Problem Company, Auto Owners Insurance. Call Bible Insurance Agency at 423-586-4320 or go by 1600 East Andrew Johnson Highway in Morristown, serving the Lakeway area's insurance needs since 1931.
Welcome you back here for the 7th inning. Carson-Newman, 3 outs away from one of their biggest series wins in program history. It would be the first series win over a top 10 opponent. And standing in the way are 3 outs against the number 6 team in the country, Florida Southern College. Bottom of the order, Chris McKenna, Corey Philly, and Jevin Relaford due up against starting pitcher Colton Kaysen. First pitch of the inning, swung on and missed by McKenna, who's 0 for 2, a line out and a strikeout. The 0-1, fouled off, strike 2. An 0-2 offering on the way, swung on and missed. It is strikeout number 7 for Colton Kaysen. And the freshman has delivered Carson-Newman 2 outs away. Corey Philly, the batter. Pitch is taken upstairs for ball 1. So a 1-0 count. Kaysen sets and fires, chopping ground ball to first. Floyd steps on the bag. History is brewing in Jefferson City, 1 out away. Jevin Relaford 0 for 2, a ground out to second and a pop out to second. If history repeats itself, the ball's going to Cole Nathan. For the first trip for Florida Southern to the Volunteer State this century. Ball outside will miss, and it's ball 1 to Relaford. 80 pitches for Colton Kaysen, with the 80th on the way. The 1-0 well outside, 2 balls and no strikes. Tensions have grown high here in Jefferson City. The 2-0 back up the middle. Miller comes in, makes the catch. Carson-Newman wins the series against number 6 Florida Southern. The first time in Carson-Newman history a series win comes against a top 10 team in the media poll. Carson-Newman 3, Florida Southern 1. And a long trip to Tennessee for Florida Southern ends in a 1-2 record, resuming conference play next Friday at Eckerd. Well, look out, Frosty Awards. You have your upset of the year candidates. A walk-off win yesterday, a 3-1 complete game victory for Colton Kaysen to improve to 6-0 on the year. Carson-Newman 3. Number 25 team in the country takes down number 6 Florida Southern 3-1. That'll do it for our coverage here from the Silver Diamond Baseball Complex in Jefferson City, Tennessee. Your final score one more time. Number 25 Carson-Newman 3, number 6 Florida Southern 1. Carson-Newman wins the series over the Moccasins 2-1. That'll do it here. This has been a presentation of the Eagle Sports Network and Flow College Baseball. I'm Tyler Katz saying so long from Jefferson City.